What's up, viewers? It's MCS Gamers here, and today, me and Sam are bringing you a whole new video series. That's right. Sam, want to tell them about it?
Alright, so the series that we've got planned is we're just going to be doing discussions on different TV shows coming out. If an episode comes out, we're just going to record a video and get it out for you guys so that you can see our thoughts on it and maybe learn something from these videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're gonna give ourselves 10 minutes to talk about anything that we thought needed to be talked about in the latest episode, and then at the end of the 10 minutes, the timer will go off, and we will give our final score for the episode. So the interesting thing about these videos is that you're getting two different opinions on each episode and two different scores. So you're getting double the scores in the same amount of time as I guess you would get other reviews. Not half the time, but. So tonight we're starting with the season 4 premiere of Arrow. If you don't watch Arrow, I recommend you do. I recommend you catch up because it does have its faults, like any show, but it's a good show. Well, I mean, what do you think they should know, Sam?
If you haven't watched this and you do plan on watching this, spoiler alert for sure. Make sure that you pause the episode and go watch the
first three seasons.
Yeah, all of it.
and then resume the video.
Yeah.
Just keep this video open, go watch all 3 seasons.
That's probably it.
Okay, well, I will go ahead and start the timer. Let's begin. So, all right, for those of you who are still sticking around.
Past 3 seasons, I guess. Just a recap.
Right. So the episode begins with Oliver and Felicity. For some reason, Oliver decided to become this family man and run off with Felicity, and they have been living just in a suburban neighborhood for the past 5 months, I think. Starling City has been renamed Star City to boost tourism, I think, and for some weird reason. And there is a man named Damien Dark in charge of a group called the Ghosts that are trying to take over Star City. I'm not really sure what their motive is or what their goal is at this point. But personally, I think Damien Dark is a pretty cool villain so far. What do you think about him?
Well, without getting into too much detail right now, I think he's pretty cool because he's not like all the other superheroes or super villains, I guess, we've seen in the rest of the show, because most of them don't have actual powers and stuff. They're all using special gear and stuff like the Arrow is.
Gear or like medicine. But the new thing about Damien Dark is that he has mystical powers rather than technological powers or like biological powers, like the what was it called, the Kuru serum or whatever from the 2nd season. So yeah, he looks like a pretty cool villain. However, pretty much every other character I am not a fan of right now. I mean, especially after season 3, Felicity just kind of has been ruined as a character. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think she's definitely changed because she used to be funny and dorky and stuff, and I like that in her as a character, but now she's the romantic type, I guess.
Yeah, and so is Oliver, and that doesn't feel right. We have Thea, also Oliver's younger sister. She's changed a lot. In the 3rd season, she was like brooding because she was hanging out with Malcolm Merlyn, her father, and so she was kind of like angry at everyone all the time. But this season, she's like this first episode, she was like really like in a positive mood, which was weird for her character.
While she was killing and stuff too, which is weird.
Yeah, she's talking about how fun it is and how great she loves being out and taking out criminals. Laurel, I don't know how she's still alive, because if Sarah couldn't survive being the Black Canary, I don't know how Laurel is, because I mean it's been 5 months plus since she started being the white Black Canary, whichever, and it still looks like she sucks at fighting.
Yeah.
And then last of all, we have Diggle and his fabulous helmet. If you haven't seen this episode yet, you'll get a kick out of his helmet. because it's the dinkiest looking helmet you'll ever see in any show ever. It's an embarrassment. I mean,
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on his helmet?
I mean, I think Diggle's still a pretty normal character, except for the helmet.
Mhm.
And he's got like this. He hates Oliver right now, which
Mhm.
is kind of annoying. But the helmet, I just think. Yeah, I don't even know how to
ruins.
explain
I mean,
it.
because
Yeah,
his character, I guess, is all right. I mean, he's upset at Oliver for putting his wife and daughter in danger in the third season because Oliver is trying to get Ra's al Ghul's trust. But really, the only problem I think with Diggle is his ridiculous looking helmet.
It doesn't match anything in the show, really. Like, it
Yeah.
just looks out of place. To
Yeah,
me.
I mean, it looks like it's constantly skewed on his head, and like
Yeah.
he's trying to like. It just looks really, really ridiculous. I have a hard time believing that the producers of the show saw it and thought, yes, that's good. Let's put that in there.
Yeah,
I can't believe.
I don't know what they'll do with it. Hopefully,
Mhm.
they remodel it soon, like they've done with all the other suits and stuff.
Yeah, I hope so. So at the end of the episode, we got a weird 6 months later flash forward where the Flash, Barry Allen, comes up to Oliver, who's standing at a fresh grave, and he says, sorry I couldn't make it to the funeral. And so the question is who is buried at this grave? And who do you want to be buried at this grave? I guess should be the question we're thinking.
I guess it also goes with the next episode. Is the next episode going to be in between this 6 months, or is this going to be just
a continuation, or if the 6 months is a like permanent skip ahead? I personally think that it skipped 6 months ahead in just that last part of the first episode, and the rest of the season will kind of catch you up to that point. And as to who's buried, I think it'll be honestly,
I think anybody but Oliver.
Yeah, obviously because Oliver's the one looking at the grave, but I could see it being. Yeah. I could see it being Diggle. I could see it being Thea.
Yeah.
I could see it being Laurel.
Felicity.
Especially.
I think Felicity is the highest possibility.
The most likely character to die, I think, because I feel like Oliver isn't really meant to have a romantic partner.
Yeah.
Just because that doesn't. I don't feel like that's what the show is about.
There was a part in the episode where he's got like these 2 cupcakes and he's about to propose to her because he sticks the ring into there, and I thought it was kind of weird because then the writers had him interrupted, I guess, so that he couldn't propose to her, and I feel like that's sort of a way for them not saying like it's for sure gonna happen.
And then a second time in the episode later, he puts the ring in the candy bowl.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe she'll eventually find it and he'll propose to her then. Or maybe, the moment she dies, he'll finally pull out the ring in some dramatic moment and be like, I want you to be my forever girl. So, as to who I would want to die off, I'd have to say it's a tie between Felicity and Laurel.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's not like I have anything against women, but it's the women characters in this show that... I mean, Thea's all right. Sarah was cool, but Laurel and Felicity was cool, but Laurel, I just always hated Laurel as a character. She's always whining. She's always getting into other people's business. She's always
messing things up.
Right. She's always playing like devil's advocate. She's always trying to. Yeah, she's messing up. She's always messing other people up. So I just don't like her as a character. And then Felicity just got so much worse in season 3. Like, I'm done with her. She was constantly crying in season 3. It was ridiculous. Sorry.
You can go.
Okay. Well, I guess we could also mention that at the end of season 3, I actually can't really remember this because it's been so long since season 3 ended, but the Atom, Ray Palmer, died in the explosion in his laboratories. And it's kind of a plot point in the first episode about who's going to take control. I mean, Felicity is the kind of CEO, in effect, of Ray Palmer Industries. And so I wonder how Ray Palmer is going to come back, because there's that new TV show coming out, Legends of Tomorrow. Did you see the trailer for that?
And he wasn't in enough episodes for them to kill him off that fast too. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think they're gonna bring him back soon, but I'm not sure if it's even gonna be an Arrow.
Yeah, that's possible, because Legends of Tomorrow is an upcoming show that kind of crosses over the Arrow and Flash and brings together all these characters in kind of like an Avengers kind of show. But that is not premiering this year, I think. So I think it's still a ways away. So I mean, for all we know, Ray Palmer could be resurrected at like the season finale of season 4. But I guess we'll see.
And another person that was in previously on Arrow, they mentioned Roy, which we haven't seen since the last season, and they didn't put him into this episode, but they're obviously going to bring him back if they put him into that previously on Arrow.
Yeah, because usually when they have previously, and when they do those previous recaps, anything that's in there is likely to make a reappearance. So I think it's possible that Roy will come back, because I mean Oliver's come back, so why not Roy? I never really understand why he had to leave in the first place, but that's another story. That's not about this episode. So I think our time is just about up. So we will now give you our final scores. What scoring system we should use? Should we use
10?
Out of 10? Yeah, I think that's pretty standard. We're kind of doing this on the fly. So I think I'd give the episode, I'd say, there's our timer. I think I'd give the episode a 7 out of 10, because it was good. It was cool to see. It was cool to see Oliver come back. I think the teamwork between Laurel and Diggle and Thea was pretty cool, and it's nice to see Oliver coming back to Starling City, now Star City, and I like Damien Dark. He seems pretty cool so far, but I give it a 7 because the negatives are a lot of the characters are still annoying, and they haven't seemed to have changed at all in the 5 months that have passed. So there hasn't been a lot of development there. So what about you, Sam?
I'm going to give it a 7.5 just because it's a season premiere, but I feel like the reason why it's a 7.5 is because it didn't hit like that big, powerful premiere kind of show, I guess. It didn't have all of the stuff I would want it to have. It was a lot of new stuff, and I feel like with it being 3 seasons in, it should have had a lot of familiar stuff, and I don't know, I feel like some of the new characters we don't understand exactly, because they're all pretty much new characters the way they've all been changing. And so until the ending of the episode, I felt like it was kind of a disappointment until the very ending when like he announces he is the Green Arrow and the Grave, I guess. So that's what made it exciting for the episode.
Yeah, was a couple new things, but yeah, that makes sense.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel.
Make sure to look forward to future review and discussion videos. Tell us what you thought about the latest episode in the comments, and we hope you stick with us for our other review and discussion videos.
Thanks for watching.
Bye!